Hey everyone, Jennifer here from Sub Club. Welcome to our part 2 video for a discussion about Disney World, how they're reopening, and also talking about parts with Cedar Point as well. And also to let you know, we did have some technical difficulties while filming this video. We were using Zoom to talk since we were not all getting together, and so my internet was kind of sucking the night we did this and did not know until I was editing where my voice is not syncing up with my lips. I tried editing to get those together, but sometimes my lips aren't moving at all when I'm talking. So, sorry about that. Instead of me just filming every single part where it's not working out, I figured just to let you know this way. And also, I edited more of it out by just putting in more footage, so that's more entertainment for you too.
We left off by talking about Cedar Point's their
Fast Pass.
Fast Pass. If anything, we probably could just add in about the fact that you have to pay for that, so they're probably going to keep that. Disney World, you don't pay for that.
Oh.
Disneyland, you pay for it. It's weird. And they're a day of thing you reserve. When Disney World, it's free, and you can reserve it like way in advance or same day.
The fast lane pass for Cedar Point, you can pay for either just a day pass, or you can pay like, what was the cheapest one, like $700 to add it on to your
season pass.
Pass, I think. It's something ridiculous, but yeah, they pay for those, so they'll probably keep that, but who knows? They like their money, so I'd be shocked if they got rid of it.
Yeah.
I agree, and to just the fact that Amanda says that Cedar Point likes to make their money. Look how much they've lost. So since it's a paid thing, they're probably going to make people pay to do it. Disney, people don't pay, so it's their thought process that Disney's going to go through with that. So.
Well, and Cedar Point's not only losing out on money from visitors. You have to think about they have dorms. So a large portion of the checks of their employees is going straight back to them because they're paying rent. So they're not only losing out on all of their merch and their tickets and their food, they're also losing out on rent.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also the Sandusky economy, they said, is hurting because of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised.
There's a lot of interesting facts with Cedar Point, so we will probably make another video talking more about that, and even talking probably about Colossal Con, because that's a event that was planned and it got changed to September. Yep. So that's something you guys can probably add stuff in. So
yeah, it's gonna be
possibly
look for my wedding.
Oh yeah. So possibly look for that video. We'll see. Don't hold us up to it in case we don't.
Yeah, I used to work at Cedar Point, so hopefully I can give some type of beneficial information. I was only 14, so like it was not.
Yeah.
That was my first real job.
But that'll still be a good angle.
Yeah.
A good angle to talk. Interesting. They also, on their calendar, Disney, put out what their hours are going to be from July all the way to October.
Oh.
Well, they do this very far in advance because people have to book those reservations.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at these times, and this was honestly the deal breaker for me. So, for Magic Kingdom, they're going to be open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. only.
Wow.
Animal Kingdom, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. only.
Oh.
Epcot, not opening until 11 a.m., probably because of the alcohol in World Showcase.
Yeah.
But 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hollywood Studios, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then extra magic hours, those will be suspended temporarily. So that's when certain parks will open an hour early, and hotel resort residents can go to the parks during that time only. No one else can. Or they stay open when the park closes. You can stay in the park sometimes like an hour to 3 extra hours longer.
Cedar Point does that with their season passes too. They'll open a little early and let like only platinum pass holders come in and ride like 1 or 2 roller coasters, but yeah, they do that too.
Looking at these times, I'm like, well, when I was reading everything else, I'm like, this stuff doesn't sound so bad. And then I look at the times, I'm like, nope, like this would make me not even want to even consider going. I'm not considering going.
Are they even gonna do like the fireworks?
No fireworks, no parades, no character meet and greets. Temporarily.
Jennifer, do you remember what the hours used to be before this?
Yes.
At least
Magic
for
Kingdom, it was about like 8:30 or 9 o'clock they would open, and they would close at 10 o'clock. Sometimes it would be open till 1 in the morning.
So the times are considerably later.
Yeah, compared to 7 o'clock. When it's 7 o'clock, you're not even going to be able to even see the castle lights go on, the lights for the rides. Like, I'm one of those people that I love seeing all the lights come on at amusement parks at night. It just makes it a different atmosphere, makes more fun. You wouldn't be able to see any of that. And in the evening, that's when the temperatures cool down in Florida too. That's when it's a good, you can enjoy yourself more too. Animal Kingdom was a park that used to close earlier, but then they extended their hours because they put a nighttime show. They had other experiences at night, but they're closing at 6 o'clock. And my sister brought up a very perfect situation why this makes it just so not wanting to do it. You usually eat dinner between like 4:30 and 7 or 8 o'clock when you're in the parks. When you go to your dinner reservation, it's then all of a sudden be 7 o'clock then at Magic Kingdom, then you're gonna have to leave. And you want to eat at the restaurants because the restaurants are an experience too. Like they're themed, like Be Our Guest is it the Beauty and the Beast one. Super hard to get in. I was there in 2017. It was amazing. But it's going to be so hard. And then if you're a person who doesn't want to wake up at the crack of dawn to get there by 9 or 8 and you're just rolling in at noon, you're really screwed.
Yeah.
It just sucks because when you go to the parks, you want to enjoy taking pictures, browsing the gift shops, buying stuff in the gift shops, going on the rides, eating, buying snacks, but you can't do that with these hours.
So it sounds like not only are they limiting how many, you can't hoard reservations, which you shouldn't be able to hoard anything anyway. They're going to limit how many day reservations you can have for the parks. And they're not giving you enough time to have a full experience in the parks.
Are they going to give refunds to people who want to cancel? Like, do you need ticket insurance or?
I believe during this time frame, you'll be able to get a refund for your room. And with the tickets, you can probably do something like, bug them enough that they will give you the full, which they probably will at this point, or you can move it where you can use it in like a year, or, they'll just keep extending or give a refund. With Disney, sometimes it's hard because they state one thing, yet on these Disney Facebook pages, you've got families who said, oh, I got a refund. Then you got another family that says, no, I couldn't get a refund. I was just told I can only use the ticket some other time.
Well, because
it's this gray area.
The border is closed right now. So if they extend the border closure, that's going to cancel a lot of tourist stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to bring down the population too.
Mm-hmm.
And those people, like, if you're going to come from another country, you're going to want a refund, you know? Like,
Yeah, so I really do think that they're going to be doing a refund. I'm pretty sure I'm getting 100% back from my trip. I finally got a portion of my refund from my April trip that got canceled, but that had nothing to deal with Disney. That was other, like the coach bus taking us down and other stuff. We have to wait till Disney reopens then to get the Disney portion of our refund.
wow.
Yeah, and there's a video I made all about that. So I want to say it was somebody in the comments today that I was watching this guy on TikTok, his live stream. Somebody said, with all of this, Disney is probably hoping that all these people are going to cancel and that'll help on their capacity levels.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
And any company would probably think that, well, if we take X, Y, and Z away and there's only, A and B left, then we're going to have people not wanting to come, and that'll help flush it out without having them being over demanded and, with craziness of reservations.
Mm-hmm.
But what sucks is there was many people who made a vacation reservation on purpose because there was a free dining plan offer. Disney said they're not going to allow that now. So people who booked trips with the free dining, that is getting canceled, and that's getting taken off their plan. And those people who got that taken away, they will get a invite to rebook their vacation for a later date with a 30% off their room discount.
Free dining, like,
your food is free.
Oh.
When I was little in 2002, we would just pay out then and there for our food when we would be at a restaurant or you buy food. When I was there in 2017 and 2019, we had the dining plan where you pay in advance.
Yeah.
And it's when you pay in advance with the dining plan, you get a sit-down meal, you get snacks for the day. There's all the stuff you get. These people were getting a couple $100 for free.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I know how expensive it is, because Adam's friend got married and their honeymoon was supposed to be at Disney World, and they had like the Disney World thing hooked to their wedding registry, so you were able to give money towards that too. And we bought them two days, or like each one day of a meal plan, and it was pretty cheap, but to have it completely free with your whole trip, that is a lot of money saved.
Yeah.
Like it's a fair price. It's probably about as much as you would pay if you just walked into the restaurant, but it's still
right.
A lot of money. Because it's
about, when you think about it, buying food and snacks for the whole day is going to cost you probably around $80 a day.
Yeah.
So, factor that in. There were families who were saving probably $900 or something around there.
Yeah.
So those people they're pulling out. They're like, no, thank you. We're not. But it sucks because there are people that they want that. And I will admit, I was looking into it for a while when I thought there's a possibility, because my trip got canceled. There was a time period during the shutdown where Disney said, well, if your trip got canceled, you can come back and stay at certain hotel resorts and we'll give you free dining. So I'm not going to lie, I was looking into that, and that's almost like a trap.
Yeah. Like a Black Friday sale almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The last leg of the conversation, which it'll go by pretty quickly because we kind of talked about some of this, has to deal with their regulations. They originally said for the face masks that it was going to be 3 and up had to wear them, and cast members too. Today, they announced it's now going to be 2 and up. So they went back on that age level, which I thought they were saying it was a choking hazard.
I was just about to say that. The CDC says 3 and up, don't they?
Could the CDC have made some changes to that? So I saw little ones today at the grocery store with masks on. Now, I don't know how old they were, but they were young, and in the seat of the shopping cart.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I don't know exactly.
You're not going to get that. They're not gonna keep
No.
on. There's no way.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
it'll be like putting clothes on a cat.
Well, not only that, it's hot. It's
Yes.
so hot. And those masks get so, like, they just absorb everything.
God forbid you burp while
Mhm.
you're wearing one.
Yeah.
Mike learned that the hard way.
But then with the masks, they did say they're going to be doing the temperature checks. What doesn't make sense is no one gets how this is going to happen. They would have designated relaxation areas where you can take your mask off. If you've got a group of people in like an area, maybe like it's almost like when they're like saying like where the smokers get to smoke. Well, you get to go over here and take your mask off.
Just go to the bathroom. Take a bathroom break.
You know what? People are probably going to do that when they go in the bathroom and take their masks off.
Yeah.
If you watch footage from Shanghai, there are so many people walking around where the mask is down to here.
Oh, I
They're-
see people
they're
like that in the grocery store.
Walking around with it around
Yeah.
there, and it's required there.
I've seen pharmacists with the mask under the nose or just completely like tucked under the neck. I'm like, dude, you work at a pharmacy. You should know better. But still, you would think that just
Yeah, no.
in a drugstore setting.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Where they're saying employees are required to wear masks. See, they're even slipping.
Though Costco, when I went there today, they were very good about enforcing the mask rule. I didn't see any of the employees with it off. Yeah, I saw they were at
That's
the door. I saw someone walking in in front of me that had it on their neck. And like, sir, can you pull up your mask, please?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I've been in Menards, and it's required. And if you don't
Mhm.
have it, they said you can buy one for $1. And there was this family that came in that the daughter or the friend had a mask, but several others did not. And they got all mad that they had to buy one. But there's a big sign before you walk in that says you have to wear a mask, and 16 and under you can't come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Disney going to provide masks, or are they going to, like, sell them at the door?
No, you have to bring your own. They are selling them, but those are like, I feel it was like a pre-order thing, and you won't get them till like July.
Yeah, those ones were really cheap, though. I was surprised by the price. It was like $5 a piece.
I was going to say, since they are requiring the mask, it's nice that they offer them at a reasonable price. Because I've seen prices along, Facebook
Mhm.
Marketplace, Amazon. You're seeing some of them $15, $20, some of them even more.
Mm-hmm.
So
You hope that they would have them to purchase there. There's going to be stuff plastered all over the place. They're going to be getting emails. When they open up their My Disney Experience app, just look at park maps and stuff, it's going to pop up. So hopefully there's enough common sense. But I don't know if they're going to sell them.
I think
I'm
they should
hoping
sell
they
them right
do.
at the door. When
Yeah.
I worked at Cedar Point, if it was raining, we would sell ponchos like crazy.
Yeah,
And it's genius. If it's
the
pouring
Disney
down rain,
ponchos.
like, you're gonna make so much money selling ponchos. They should do the same thing with masks. Every single storefront should have masks, and they should sell them at the front gate.
yeah.
And they could even, like, theme the masks, like Animal Kingdom has, like, Lion King masks, and then like
Mhm.
Epcot has, like, different countries, like, they can really go all out with it.
You can buy a limited edition mask for $30.
Yeah. Maybe they'll come out with masks for those sets that you're looking at. The monthly.
The Minnie Mouse ones.
Yeah.
They'll come out with a monthly mask set.
bots are coming on to buy the mini plushes and the mini masks. Like, well, Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, they put out today on their Facebook that they're going to be selling masks. Like, there's a tiger one. There's like 4 of them.
Ooh.
I had a
Yeah.
panda one. I'm sold.
I don't know if they have a panda because there's not
pandas.
a panda at Cleveland.
I know.
I'll send you the
Sad.
link I don't know what the price is.
They
I'll
have
send you the
pandas in
link though.
Tennessee.
Chelsea's cousin makes masks, really nice ones, and I ordered 4 from her.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that poster, whatever
Yeah.
it was, or a
$5.
message.
Yeah, they're only $5 each, and I like the
That's
shape of
cool.
them. So I ordered 2 for me, 1 for Mike, 1 for one of my brothers.
Before they closed, they had hand sanitizer stations galore everywhere, and then they had hand washing stations where you put your foot on a pedal and water
Mhm.
comes out, then you wash them with soap. and then you
That's
dry it with
genius.
paper towels. Yeah, so they already were doing that before, so that will definitely be brought back out. And so it's probably too is before you get on a ride, you hand sanitize. When you get off, you hand sanitize.
Even increased hand sanitizing stations and hand washing stations would probably be a plus. And I think overall, they're, like we mentioned earlier in the video, they probably are going to be the ones to look to on how they handle things. There's other businesses that have said, we're not going to open until Disney opens, because that's how we know it's more safe. Unrelated businesses, like some restaurants have said it, some storefronts have said it, like small businesses.
I
think
agree with that.
they're putting in a lot of good things. Some things seem, a little frustrating, like getting rid of the fast pass, or for them, especially since it doesn't cost anything. But
you'd have Jennifer going there, where's my Mine Train Fast Pass? Where's my Slinky Dog Fast Pass? Plexiglass, just like how we're seeing in Ohio, plexiglass is going to be a thing. Probably with, when you go into probably a restaurant, when you talk with someone, but mainly retail locations, food and beverage locations, that plexiglass is a barrier to help out. They will be providing face masks for the cast members. So they will be providing it for them, which is awesome. Social distancing, of course, will be a thing where they're going to reduce capacity at the theme parks, the restaurants, retail, on the rides, on the buses, on the monorail, and then any other type of transportation. So, but I'm interested how they're going to do the whole bus situation. Like, because there's buses that you can go anywhere on them. And for me, I never go with a car on property. You don't need to.
I wonder if they'll physically take out seats for the buses.
Or, like, just put a sign, do not sit here.
They'd have to, like, physically block them off, because people in large groups are stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
We've witnessed this. So, especially during this, we've witnessed a lot of it. They'll have to physically put something there, or physically take out the seats.
Or they might have a cast member on the bus that stands in the back, because they said they're going to be doing social distancing squads. Like, they're going to have, like, team members going around, like, to make it fun, like, dance, like, hey, look, we're staying apart. You can do this too.
I wonder, too, if the bus driver will have to have, like, a clicker or something to count how many people are getting on.
Definitely, because you've got people who are, like, they're sandwiched on that bus so badly. Like, you're like, okay, I'm going to hold onto the bar, and you're right by me. We've been in a theme park for how many hours and sweating, and I can smell you.
And they might say no standing on the bus.
Let's see, temporarily suspending parades, fireworks, and other events that create crowds. And then for cast members to enhance and modify backstage areas to make sure that they have distance while on lunch breaks and other breaks to make it more comfortable for them. And of course, any cleaning procedures is going to be an overdrive. Any areas that are high touch areas will be cleaning. However, they are not allowing high touch areas like playground areas or things you touch. They're not going to allow that for a while, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I'm really happy to see that they plan on taking care of their cast members really good.
The last thing is basically they're going to really promote contactless payment. So with a Magic Band, which I
remember.
These are my Magic Bands. I have 2 of them. So you wear them on your wrist, and this is your park ticket is linked up with this. Your hotel key, so you just scan it and your door opens. Your hotel, your dining reservations are all on here. But if you're staying at the resort hotels, you can link your credit card up to this. So you can just go in the gift shops, beep, okay, I made a purchase. You don't have to pull out your credit card.
Don't you need your fingerprint too?
When you go into the park, for when you first go in there, I'm wondering if they're going to do away with that. So yeah, when you go to the park, you scan it by the Mickey, you put your finger down, and it links it for security reasons. Disneyland, I heard, does picture taking, so they'll probably switch to that. I'm hoping. Because that would mean every single person they put a finger down, they're gonna have to alcohol swab it.
I was talking
And that'll
about
take even
that
longer.
the other day. I was like, what are they gonna do? Wipe after each person walks in?
What? And then they're talking about Apple Pay and Google Pay. So, and another place I think they're talking about is when you have the wallet on your phone. There's that wallet app, or I think you can, scan that too. So basically doing anything possible to limit cash or additional exchanging with the cashiers.
Yeah.
So.
When I go to Walmart, I use Samsung Pay. It just makes life easier. Even in Ohio, there's a lot of small businesses that are not accepting cash. Even some fast food restaurants, I've seen signs on the drive-thru window, not accepting cash at this time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That.
Yeah, Alex went to go buy a computer at Micro Center, and in a monitor, and he had cash to pay because that's what he mainly pays with, and they wouldn't accept it. So he luckily has credit card with him.
Yeah. Now I think at the grocery store you can, in the grocery stores you can still use cash, but they encourage, card.
Well, and I wonder if in the U.S. they're going to start bringing, because I know that we're starting to get cards with tap, but it's nowhere near, like, I don't know anyone with tap on their card, but like
I have it.
But like when you go to Canada, most of the people there are just boop, and then they're done. And that's their bank card. Like, they don't type in a PIN. They just boop, and that's it.
Some stores, there's a lot of places that don't have that capability yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
we need to get on it faster.
Yeah, like there's gas stations that have that ability, and some gas stations that don't. Yeah,
that's all that I have basically, because everything else that I have on my notes just talks about the signs that they're using, which I can put the picture in the video. And another thing is just that they're going to make scannable codes for select restaurant menus. So instead of having a menu in front of you, you can like just scan probably QR code and it'll come up on your phone or through the app. So
they'll also make it easier for people, for the servers, so they don't get blamed for something being wrong.
Hopefully, though, like, I don't know. I mean, my mom has a flip phone. Hopefully they'll still have things available for people without smartphones.
They'll probably have just paper menus that are disposable then.
Yeah, because the park needs to be accessible for everyone. You can't just assume that everyone has a smartphone.
This is true. And hopefully they can make it compatible with programs that read aloud for the blind, or the vision impaired.
I was thinking that too. Because you were saying about the QR codes, I was thinking, well, hopefully, like, people can use the audio versions of that. That'd be cool.
So yeah, that was the rundown of everything, and it's interesting.
It is. This confusing times. I think Disney is overall going about this a very smart way. I think they're doing their best to make it fair. For people who've already reserved, people who want to reserve. I think they're doing their best. It's not going to be perfect. Not everyone's going to be happy. You can't make everybody happy. It's just not possible. But overall, I think they're taking lots of good steps to make this safe and enjoyable. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah. I think there's a lot good going on. I'm glad that they waited. I'm just honestly, for me now, it's a waiting game, and I want to see what goes down when they open.
Right. I don't want to be part of the first wave.
Right. For me, they can have all this information go out, but I want to actually see what's happening. Right. So I can't wait until they open up and see people filming and putting it on YouTube and these articles coming out, actually showing what's happening. So until then, I feel like, right now it's just going to be a bunch of people arguing and speculating. But yeah, so let us know in the comments below what you think. We went over a lot. Is there stuff you're questioning? I know we didn't go over a lot, like when it rains, how are they going to let everyone go in the gift shops to take cover? Like that kind of,
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Somebody's mask falls off.
Yes. So with that being said, thank you for joining us. And bye.
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 It's like Wakanda forever, but with magic bands.
Thank you everyone for joining us for part 2 of this Disney World discussion. I hope you liked it. Please comment below what you think. What are your thoughts? What's going to happen in the parks? Many of you can already see with Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and even SeaWorld what's been going on. So let us know. Thank you for joining us. Bye.